thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today. I know it's a little busy, a little crazy right now,
Yep.
but had a couple questions for you. Some of these are fan questions. Some of these are questions that we just wanted to know for some time. So appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Give us a timeline of your career. Your starting date, when did you sign, your first title, etc. What's it been like?
I want to go back before the initial signing date. I want to go back to when wrestling was a dream of mine. It started back in 2007. When I was just growing up, I was 7 years old, looking at the TV screen, absolutely loving what I was watching, being so captivated by the guys in the ring, the stories that were being told. I absolutely loved it. I wanted to be a part of it so bad. I met Chris Turner, the head trainer of CCW, at the ballpark when I was playing football back in my early years in North Florida. And he told me, he said, you know what, when you're 18, if you still love wrestling, give me a call. We'll give you a chance. And that's exactly what happened. Turned 18 years old, joined the CCW tryout, actually won the tryout, became a member of the CCW roster of August 2017 was the day I signed the dotted line. And a year after that, August 2018, ended up winning my first title, the CCW Southern States Championship. Had that title for over 400 days. Great title run. It came to an end sadly, but on to bigger and better things. I ended up winning the CCW World Championship back in February of 2020, and it's been a great run so far. We've came to a little bit of a stop, as we all know what's going on, and we're getting ready to move forward and get past this, and it's going to be a great run.
Excellent. And of all the places that probably you had your eye on, I mean, Southeast Florida in particular is a pretty competitive area for independent wrestling, and there's
Absolutely.
quite a few promotions out there. How did you decide Continental Championship Wrestling was where you wanted to, kind of lay your boots down, get a start?
Well, CCW was one of the first places that I saw as a kid growing up. It was one of the first shows that I was able to go to locally, and my dad took me to shows, and I saw those guys in the ring, and I was being so close to the ring, and I felt so connected with them, and it really gave me that thought of knowing I can do this. I can go in there, I can do this, I can live my dream, and followed CCW for 10 plus years, and finally decided that what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make my dream come true. I'm gonna go take that extra step of what people don't do, and that's live their dream. And I've been doing it ever since, with people telling me what I can and cannot do. You just got to keep moving forward and say, you know what, I can do this.
I like that attitude. It's a good attitude. Now, there's a lot of trials and a lot of tribulations that come with not only being a professional wrestler, but being a title holder. I mean, I'm sure I'm the last person that has to tell you that it's, an interesting and challenging road. What's been the hardest thing about all of this for you?
The hardest part is the people that tell you can't do something. And I get so many people every single day of my life telling me, you can't do this. You're not good enough. You're not big enough. You're not strong enough. You're not fast enough to do this. But you got to just let that go past you. And you got to let that motivate you. And you know what? I am good enough for this. I'm fast enough. I'm strong enough. I can do this if I want to do it. And it's just a matter of putting in the hard work and knowing that one day it's going to be all worth it. And it has been so far. I get to carry this around everywhere I go, and I'm so proud to carry this as the CCW champion.
All right, excellent. Thank you for that. You give me a lot of hope. I mean, it's just looking at such a figure. It's good. It's inspiring.
It's great.
And speaking of which, I mean, I'm not looking to get into the ring anytime soon. I'm more of a backhand guy, a backstage guy. But is there any advice for anyone looking to be a professional wrestler? What would you give them?
Don't be afraid to be afraid. There's a lot of mystery that goes into being a professional wrestler. A lot of people don't know what they're getting themselves into. I certainly didn't. But if you have that dream, don't be scared to go chase it. I tell all the people I know, my brothers and sister, don't be scared to dream. Have a dream. Don't let people tell you cannot do something, because the only person that will stop you from living your dream is yourself. And I get so many people, and I'm going to go back to that again, tell me that I can't do something, and that's professional wrestling. They tell me I can't do it. But you just got to keep on pushing, have that goal in mind, and let it motivate you. Let it bring you some fire to when you wake up and you know that if I put in the work, it will be worth it.
I love doing this. It's so interesting to hear the other side of it.
Absolutely.
I can't. If there was anything that you could change about your career thus far, what would it be if there's even anything? I mean, that's kind of a loaded question, if you will. But
I've only been in CCW for 2-ish years now, or coming up on 3 in August. Um, but I see so much difference in myself from the day I signed to the day, of today, of holding the CCW World Title. I see a lot of difference in those short years, and that comes with just finding myself. I've been able to find myself in the ring. The studies that have to go into it, the hours that are putting in. I don't think I would change much. If I had to change something, it would be, don't be so focused on the small things. Don't let one bad match let that define you. Don't let one bad move that you do in the ring define you. Don't get focused on the small stuff. Have that big goal in mind and stay focused. You're going to have some bumpy roads, man. It's not going to be a clear path to where you want to go. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs. So just stay focused. And that would be something I would tell myself the day I signed if I can go back. Just stay focused, man. Keep grinding. It's going to be worth it. And it has been so far.
Right. Is there anything that you'd want the fans to know about Landon Cruz that they might not already know? I know this is a business where there's just as much on screen as there is off screen. Is there something that you want our listeners and our fans to know about you that you may have not gotten the chance to say or act or anything in that nature?
Sure. Just a little bit about myself. I'm a huge family guy. Family's always been number one. Family is there for you always. I love to cook. That's a lot of something that people don't know. I love to cook. I love treating my body and going on the diets that I do. I think it's a lot of fun that people think are hard work. I think I just enjoy it. I have a lot of fun doing that. And I just love training. I love being in the ring. I love everything about wrestling, whether it be in the ring or studying at home, putting in the work in the gym to get to where I want to go. So I just love putting in the work, and I love living my day as a CCW champion and as a professional wrestler in general. It's really been a dream come true, and I'm happy to say I love what I do.
Excellent. Well, that's about everything I have. Just wanted to wrap up.
Appreciate it.
Tell us one more time who you are, what kind of belt you have, where can we watch your stuff?
I am the new breed Landon Cruz. I am 20 years old. I am the CCW World Champion. You can find me on social media at The Landon Cruz, and you can go find CCW on social media as well. You can go to our YouTube channel. You can go to ccwrestling.biz for Superstars of the Ring, updated every Wednesday.